Now, this weekend marks the 20th anniversary of the High Court case which granted land rights to Torres Strait Islander Eddie Mabo. The legal ruling changed Australia's history and the significance of the identity of Indigenous people.
Our reporter Kathy McLeish is in the Torres Strait for those celebrations, and a warning: her report includes an image of a deceased person.
I'm on Thursday Island in the Torres Straits, where the 20th anniversary of Mabo Day will be celebrated over the weekend. Preparations have been underway. I'm with the Mayor of the Torres Shire Council, Pedro Stevens. Pedro, it's a significant day in the Torres Strait Islands. What does this day mean to Torres Strait Islander people?
Well, it actually, it's about identity. It actually identifies us as a special Australian and special Queenslander, and I think that it's actually really highlight that the cultural significance of our identity as well, in terms of our affiliation with our islands and our sea. So that decision actually marks for me, as a sovereign person, that I belong to a sovereign nation, an Indigenous nation called the Torres Strait Island.
The High Court decision was a significant landmark, but it didn't deliver everything Eddie Mabo wanted or the Torres Strait Islander people were after. It was the beginning of other challenges, wasn't it?
The ongoing challenges are now is how we then interpret the ownership factor of our land tenure versus the mainstream or the colonial fee simple land tenure. So people are now talking about the ownership and interpreting that as being your freehold title, and how that then be seen in that negotiation between us and the government and the government agencies is yet seems to unfold.
It's been an ongoing battle around self-determination. Is that what's ahead? More legal battle or negotiation with government?
It's about negotiating with government, because government have actually gone ahead prior to native title and actually created reserves, have created deeding granting trust areas that which we are now, when we negotiate with government is saying that you should be playing in this square that we've actually drawn out to you. But in terms of when we stand and we're talking about ownership, we're talking about ownership of the whole environment. The first traditional owners identify himself, with the environment as the environment is himself. So there's the whole issue of not just looking at the housing factor, it's looking at economic development. It's looking at what is actually deemed to be, an industry that is sustainable for us to actually, able to us to actually move into the future.
What kinds of celebrations will be taking place to mark the 20th anniversary?
Because it actually falls on two significant days on the Sunday that marks the events of Torres Strait. It's actually the Mabo Day and also the coming of the light, the 1st of July. And but one of the most important thing about Mabo is that we have a lot of challenges, and as spiritual people, it's only appropriate that we put up these challenges, in a prayer celebration. But those celebrations will be family gathering in the park with family activities, and it'll be celebrated on different islands throughout the Torres Strait. But here on Thursday Island, we're looking at a family day where people can actually sit down, the young, and actually find out from the old. That's how our stories have been passed on. It's not, there's a lot of things written about Mabo and the legal journey, but we need to get some truth here that directly from our elders. And I think it's about really talking about the journey that we've come from and where we are going.
So that's what will be happening throughout the Torres Strait Islands. There'll also be celebrations in Townsville. It's a huge day. One of the events has included a reenactment of the High Court decision. So very proud day and a very family-oriented weekend.
Very big day indeed. Pedro Stevens, the Torres Strait Island Mayor, speaking to our reporter Kathy McLeish.